Welcome to every one of you. Thanks for joining us for this match from the Liberty Stadium here in South Wales. Alan Smith joining me, Martin Tyler, for the commentary. And the match for you today, Swansea City, and they play Everton.
Swansea City lineup today. Number 1, Lucas Fabianski. Number 26, Kyle Norton. Number 43, Federico Fernandez. Number 16, Martin Olsen. Number 7.
Right now I'm looking forward to having a look at these two, Alan. Obviously it's a team game, but they're intriguing individuals, aren't they?
They are, and they don't just play for themselves, which is the satisfying thing. They lift the head if there's a ball to be played, rather than shooting themselves. They will play that ball.
This is Swansea City's team for you today. Lucas Fabianski plays in goal. Kyle Norton starts with Martin Olsen as the fullbacks. Tom Carroll starts with Ki Sung-young in the centre of the park. And they've got plenty of goal threat with 2 strikers in the attack. Got the Everton lineup for you. Martin Stekelenburg starts in goal. Ashley Williams plays with Phil Jagielka as the centre-backs. Idrissa Gueye plays with Gareth Barry in the centre of the park. Romelu Lukaku is the sole striker today. When Swansea City were playing at the old Vetch Field, and they're in the 4th tier of English football, you just couldn't have imagined that they'd have a home like this at the Liberty Stadium and they'd have a team like this.
That's incredible, isn't it? We don't ever really talk about Swansea as potential relegation candidates. You look at the stadium, it's all set up for top-class football. And they've had some good footballers in here.
The match under the control of Mike Dean. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Ashley Williams. Everton on the attack. Looking to play his teammate through. Good strong tackle. And they've cut it out. Martin Olsen. Gylfi Sigurdsson. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. Some options now for the pass. It's Tom Davis. Made the challenge well. Jordan Ayew. Short passes, but they're keeping the ball. Gone for the through pass. Caught under no challenge by the goalkeeper. Carroll. Sung-young Ki. Olsen. Sung-young Ki. Trying to thread it through here to take the lead. Oh, he had a real go.
Well, you can't knock him. He was in the right place at the right time. Just couldn't provide the finishing touch.
Turnover there that we didn't expect. Kyle Norton. Sung-Young Ki. It's Everton, who are hoping to play with the sort of edge that gives them results even against the odds. It's difficult today. It's not really favourites or underdogs here. Pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, and Everton, being the fighters that they are, I think they will respond. I don't think they'll be relaxed.
Well, that'll be a throw. Federico Fernandez. The ball with the Everton player. Davis. Kevin Morales. They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack. Well, this is how this team can play. Sustained attacking football, but when they lose it, as they've done now, there's just a risk that they might get caught out. Sung-Young Ki. Could be dangerous. And this is going to be a throw. Sung-Young Ki trying to find an opening, not panicking. Good pass, getting it forward. Good strong tackle. Well, it rests with the referee as to whether to stop the play. That's what the laws of the game say, and he has stopped the play. And the substitution is going to happen now for the injured player.
And it looks as if it's like for like. Shouldn't change the system too much.
Well, the injured player has gone off. We're going to get the game restarted with a drop ball. And it's Williams. Saw it coming, cut it out, good work. This could be a chance. No, that's offside. Fernando Llorente
just failed to look across the line.
Leon Britton moving the opposition around with their play, these two players. Federico Fernandez. Good defending. Jagielka. Little private game between the two of them. Leighton Baines. And the attack coming now from Everton. They've coped with it well defensively. Phil Jagielka. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. It was good play until they got that challenge in. Very good passing from this team. looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. Llorente! It's a corner. And the corner dealt with pretty straightforwardly. Goalkeeper can get the ball here for his goal kick. The save of top-class quality, really.
He's in the right place, wasn't he?
Britain.
Well, I don't know who the lad saw there, passing the ball. Somebody in the crowd, maybe.
Lukaku. Gay. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. It will be their throw. Well, that was quickly done. Doing well to keep the ball. And the cross is in. Lukaku! Well, he's had a go.
Well, if you don't buy a ticket, as they say, and fair play to him for having a crack.
Go back to the goalkeeper, Martin Stecklenburg. Idrissa Gana Gueye. Kevin Morales. Britain. Sung Young Ki. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle. Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here. And that ball belongs to the goalkeeper. They've got the ball back by that interception. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. And in he goes with the tackle. Now Barry. Trying to stretch the opposition using the wider areas here. One back very quickly. Carroll. Now Davis. Well, they're in a good position here. In quickly. Sung Young Ki. Kyle Norton. The ball with the Everton player. Everton on the attack. Away from that slide tackle. And shoots! It's a great moment. They've scored here and they're into the lead. Well, that is one that we'll look at again because it's so eye-catching when that happens. Very rare, really, but it's a special goal.
Yeah, it really gets the crowd buzzing, and looks like being this lad's day. Wonderful strike.
Chance for the game to get better now because at last we've had the opening goal.
Yeah, and now that it isn't stalemate, the losing side has got to come out and throw a few more men forward, which should lead to a better match.
Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. Well, this is how this team can play. Sustained attacking football, but when they lose it, as they've done now, it's just a risk that they might get caught out. Gay. Idrissa Gana Gay. Return pass. Great passage of passing play there. Well, here comes the support. There goes the cross. Well, they've got a corner out of that. A bit lucky, it was deflected. That's a fine goal. I want to see it again. I bet you do too.
Well, he won't mind looking at it again either, because he's put some real power through this shot and flying to the keeper's left.
He had to clear it, even at the expense of a corner. Shot's on! Goal! They lead by 2 now. Took the chance nicely, and that really has given them much more of a basis for the rest of this match. And that's the goal then for Everton, Alan.
I know they work hard on these set pieces, and that corner was perfect.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0.
Number 18, Gareth Barry.
Britain. Borja Baston. Gylfi Sigurdsson. Just working away to try and find an opening. That's a good... He's got his shot off now. Trying to switch on the... I think the two teams were going to play on here, but the referee has stopped it for this injury. It's amazing when you think for so many years, decades, there were no substitutions allowed in the game, and teams had to soldier on with injuries with 10, 9, sometimes even 8 men. That's much better now, isn't it, with all the options that are available when a player is hurt.
Yeah, quite often he's substituting when it's just a slight knock, but this one seems more serious, and to prevent further damage, sensibly withdrawn.
One of the players that we really thought at the start of the game would be the sort of guy we're talking at the end for the right reasons, but we might not mention him in a positive way, the way he's played today.
Well, with his team losing, they will want to get the ball into him much more than they have so far.
Leon Britton. Gylfi Sigurdsson. Fernando Llorente. Borja Baston. He went in well. Barry. Well defended, not just getting across, he thought quickly as well. Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress. It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down. And now they've got to try and regain possession. Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. Leon Britton. Carroll. Kyle Norton. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball. Everton are penalised by the referee. Close. He can do better than that, but close.
Yeah, he got his angles pretty well, but just drifting past.
High and quite handsome, really. It was a good strike.
Yeah, he's got some dip on it, but it just didn't come soon enough.
Tom Carroll got on the ball in midfield, well read by the player in that part of the pitch. Building steadily here, keeping possession. They've cut the own goal, yeah, that's what it is. It's his responsibility, it's definitely an own goal.
It is, you'd like to try and defend him, but he just didn't make up his mind quickly enough there.
It's a frustrating way to go behind in a match when you've contributed to the opposition scoring with the own goal. He's coming forward with some danger. Well, they passed their way up into a good position here and then just lost the concentration, lost the ball as well. And they've got to work hard to try. And the referee has signalled for half-time. 3-0 is the scoreline at this point. Well, the player that we're featuring here has done well. He's certainly been an influence on this first half.
I would be happy with that first 45 minutes. It was a good goal from him, good overall performance actually.
Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. Llorente! Away from that slide tackle. And shoots! It's a great moment, they've scored here and they're into the lead. The shot's on! Building steadily here, keeping possession. They've coped with and the own goal, yeah, that's what it is. guess the coach might have said, well, if they can do that in one half, you can do it in the other half. But it's going to take a lot of character for the losing side to fight back. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Through pass. Now he's looking for support. Good through pass. Baines. Here comes the cross and heads it towards goal. Headed it well, just wide.
Well, not far wide at all. Next time maybe he'll bury that.
What a good ball into the middle.
I almost think he thought he'd scored before the ball actually came for him. He was too casual.
Gay. Nice bit of interplay between these two. Oh, good through ball. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Good forward play from them. He can lay it off to the supporting player. Gay. Federico Fernandez. Kyle Norton. Now it's a free kick that the referee has decided to award. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. Moving the opposition around with their play, these two players. He's given possession away here. Idrissa Gana Gueye. And the pass not completed, really. Borja Baston. And he gives it back to him. Lukaku. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. And now the shot!
Well, he really hit that hard and true, Romelu Lukaku, and gets full value for the strike.
For Everton, it looks like a very famous victory for them today. They've played well.
Well, they couldn't have hoped for this kind of margin at this stage. Wonderful stuff for them.
It's turning out to be a comfortable game, this 4-0.
Number 10.
Leon Britton. Federico Fernandez. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. It's looking good, this move. Oh, he could be in. He's pinched it back again. Well, when they do say, and you've been in these matches, about the psychology of getting it right on the big day, you would have thought ability-wise it's very much level pegging here, but in fact One side seems far more up for it than the other.
Yeah, I think that does seem to be the case. Whether
The shot's on! Well, he's missed it, not by much. They're still leading, though. Well, this is a real shock. You can see it in the faces of the players, and you can hear it in the lack of noise, if you like, from the supporters.
well, those fans can't even be bothered to give their players any stick at the moment. They're just...
And here comes the counter-attack. And shoots! The shot's hit the post. Doing well to keep the ball. Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. Carroll. Good passing, shrewd passing, accurate passing. That's the way he earns his living. Water Baston. And it's been an hour of very good football here. We've still got 30 more minutes to go, and I'm sure we're going to enjoy that as well. Presented possession to the opposition now. Now Davis. Here's a chance to attack. He might be through. Headed down to a teammate. Sung Young Ki. Carroll. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Looking down at the Swan. And that will be a free kick.
Substitution for Swansea City coming off the pitch.
The substitution sees the end of Romelu Lukaku for this game. A game in which he's played his part.
Yeah, he was lively throughout. Certainly was when he tucked away his goal and very nearly got a second when he hit the woodwork.
Well, we've got a substitution now. They cope with it well defensively. Gylfi Sigurdsson. And now he's looking for some support. Building steadily here, keeping possession. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Played back. Here's Williams. Idrissa Gana Gueye. Return pass. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. He could do a better cross than that, I think. And it was easy to cope with. Water Baston. Britain. Gylfi Sigurdsson. Jack Cork. Was good progress with this attack. Trying to find an opening. Not panicking. Defender to it first. Jack Cork. That's neatly done. Good challenge by the defender. Very good control, though. Nice interplay between the two of them. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. There goes the cross. I had a chance, really, to put that into a much more dangerous area. Has to go down as a poor cross. Coming up, a corner. Got there just in time. In the end, a fantastic clearance. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Makes the challenge here. Well, this is how this team can play. Sustained attacking football, but when they lose it, as they've done now, there's just a risk that they might get caught out. Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. Fernando Llorente. Leighton Baines. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. On the attack here. It's good play until they got that challenge in. Never quite as simple as you think to throw the ball to one of your teammates. Time ticking on. Just over 15 minutes to go. Into the attacking third. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball. Good play, but they've lost the ball now, and the opposition can get at them. And the ball with the Everton player. Gay. Nice return pass. Not rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. They've coped with it well defensively. That's good support play from his teammates. Just lent the ball to his mate and got it back again. Here's a chance to attack. And the cross comes in now. Well, they've wasted that crossing position, haven't they? Easily cleared. Good reading of the play, anticipating the pass. And it's going to be a throw here. Sung Young Ki. Britain moving the opposition around with their play, these two players. Good play, one-on-one. Attacking now. Everton come away with the ball. Alan, you and I thought this would be very tight, but one team in it, really, that's all. Played really well, but the other team's been poor. Challenges for the ball. Well, we've been locked in this position for a while. It's probably the longest period in the game where the losing team haven't conceded. They're just seeing out time, and To be fair, the winning team are doing the same as well. Blow the whistle, ref. It's a good place to win the ball here. Jack Cork. Sung Young Ki. He's coming forward with some danger. Decision is a throw. It was a fair tackle. Sung Young Ki. Kyle Norton. Well, he has got a chance to get the cross in. Llorente. That is a terrific header. Unlucky, it's just off target.
They generated some power on it, and the keeper wasn't getting there.
Fernando Llorente. Jack Cork. Britton. There's good progress with this attack. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Giving the opposition a problem with their interpassing. Good vision to be able to switch the play there. Everton on the attack. Mirallas. Trying to thread it through here. Well, that looked promising, but he's been stopped. Good chunk of added time here, 3 minutes. Comes in with a tackle. Sung Young Ki. Federico Fernandez. Gylfi Sigurdsson. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Leon Britton. The shot's on! Well, it's a long way off target. Everton have won here. There's the final whistle. Well, very much on his game today, Romelu Lukaku.
Well, it was a really good finish to win his team the match, and he could have easily scored that other one when it hit the woodwork.
Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. Llorente! Away from that slide tackle. And shoots! It's
a great moment. They've scored here, and they're into the lead. The shot's on. Building steadily here, keeping possession. They cope. The own goal, yeah, that's what it is.
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch.
And now the shot.